All right, let's just jump right into it. We're going to talk about some of those little sneaky habits that might be draining your energy and, well, making you less magnetic than you could be. And you probably don't even realize it's happening.
Whoa, okay, that is a pretty intense way to kick things off, right? But the idea behind this isn't to make you feel bad. It's actually meant to get at a kind of uncomfortable truth about why we sometimes feel and honestly look worse than we have to. It's all about unlocking your potential, not about pointing out flaws. And just to be super clear, this has nothing to do with chasing some kind of impossible beauty standard. Nope. The real focus here is on vitality. You know, that energy, that presence. It's about the everyday things we do that affect how alive we really seem, both to ourselves and to everybody else. So it only makes sense to start where everything really begins, inside your head. Because how we think, what we're obsessed with, that stuff directly translates into how we carry ourselves and how we show up in the world. Now check out this contrast because it's so telling. I want you to think about the most interesting, compelling person you know. I bet you it's not because they have a perfect face. It's because they've got something going on, right? A goal, a passion project, something they're just completely obsessed with. And that sense of purpose just radiates from them. But on the flip side, when someone has nothing much happening, well, that mental dullness kind of becomes a physical dullness. The energy just tanks, the posture starts to droop, and their whole presence just becomes forgettable. I love this because it just perfectly captures the power of the story you tell yourself. The source for this brings up Mindy Kaling, who, by old school Hollywood standards didn't really fit the mold, but she just refused to buy into that story. She just decided, nope, I'm the main character, and then she acted like it. And this is so, so important. Every time you call yourself ugly, even if you think you're joking, you're writing that negative script right into your identity. The women who really shine, they've just completely deleted that word from their internal dictionary. And here we have a very, very modern problem. Think about it. We are the first generation dealing with this insane level of constant stimulation. All that scrolling, all those notifications, it's making our brains literally pump the brakes on dopamine. And the result? We get harder to impress, we get bored way more easily, and it physically shows up on our faces. It's that vacant kind of dead-eyed look you see sometimes, where someone seems totally expressionless because, well, nothing feels exciting to them anymore. Okay, so let's shift gears from our inner world to our physical bodies. This part is all about those basic foundational habits that create that vitality we were talking about. It's the physical proof of a healthy mind. So this is a really crucial mindset shift. If your only goal is thinness, it can actually backfire and make you look unwell. Some sources point out how certain celebrities, even though they were super thin, made people worried because they just lack that spark, that aliveness. The real goal should be a body that looks and feels genuinely cared for, one that's nourished and strong and rested. Think about Beyoncé's presence on stage. That isn't thinness, that is pure, powerful vitality. Okay, this is a big one. It's not just about how many hours of sleep you get, it's about when you get them. Your body has this critical repair window. If you are constantly missing it, even if you sleep until noon, you're disrupting that essential recovery cycle for your skin, for your hormones, everything. And trust me, no expensive eye cream can ever replace what you lose in those few hours. Now, when it comes to what you eat, let's forget about perfection. It's just not sustainable. The 80-20 rule is such a great, simple way to think about it. Most of the time, focus on real foods that actually make your body feel good. And the other 20% of the time, enjoy the stuff you love without feeling guilty about it. The real trick is to break that cycle of mindless, emotional eating. And that one simple question, wait, am I actually hungry or am I just bored? That little pause can be a total game changer. It's just enough time to become aware of the pattern and make a choice. Okay, so we've talked about the mind, we've talked about the body. Now let's get into how all of that stuff gets communicated to the world, usually without us ever saying a word. It's all about the unspoken signals. Have you ever seen someone with what you could call the apology body? It's like their entire posture is saying, sorry for existing. The shoulders are curved forward, they're always looking at the floor, they're constantly fidgeting, they're physically trying to shrink, to take up less space. These things signal discomfort and low status before you've even opened your mouth. Your body is sending out a full report on how you feel about yourself, whether you like it or not. This is so fascinating. Dressing with a little bit of intention is not about being vain. It's literally a tool you can use on your own brain. There's this theory called enclosed cognition, and it proves that what we wear directly impacts how we think and how we perform. I mean, think about Steve Jobs and his iconic black turtleneck. That wasn't about not caring about clothes. It was about caring so much that he made it a uniform to eliminate decision making. Your clothes are priming your brain for whatever you're about to do. So, we've looked at the mindset, we've looked at the body, and the signals they're both sending. But what's the one thing that connects all of these habits? What's the real underlying root cause here? Seriously, think about it for a second. The bad sleep, the mindless eating, that apology posture, the constant feeling of being drained. What's the engine that's really driving all of that? And there it is. This is the heart of it all. The real reason these bad habits stick around isn't because you're lazy. It's because of a deep, profound disconnection. We've just stopped listening to our body's signals. We ignore exhaustion until our body screams at us by, like, our hair falling out. We eat way past being full because we're just not paying attention. When you stop feeling the actual cost of these habits in real time, you lose the single most powerful reason you have to change them. So, listen, the point of all this isn't to give you a massive, overwhelming to-do list. It's to encourage you to start rebuilding that connection. Just pick one thing, one single thing from this whole breakdown that really hit home for you. What is the one small habit you can start to change, maybe even today, to feel just a little more present and alive in your own skin?